Hey Ellie, what do you know about Jasmin Jan?
Born and raised in Darwin, she moved to Melbourne to become a scientist.
Found it a little cold down there, so she came back to Darwin. She is now one of the territory's leading artists.
She draws on her heritage for inspiration and has a unique East meets West style.
Check out her home studio.
My name is Jasmin Jan and I'm a territory artist, territory born. The paintings that I paint focus mainly on the plants and animals of the Northern Territory, and I work in an East-West fusion watercolour style. It's a combination of Eastern Chinese brush painting techniques and Western watercolour techniques. My training was in scientific illustration, so a lot of my earliest watercolours were very, very tight and very, very detailed. And then I did a couple of workshops with different artists who specialise in watercolours. And I actually found a book written by a Chinese brush colour watercolour artist, Lian Zhen, and I asked him, would you come to Australia? And he said yes. And I was really lucky in that he stayed with us in our house, and so the whole time I was with him I was learning all sorts of things about art. We live at Lambles Lagoon, and the studio has been built probably 20 metres from where we live on the edge of a billabong. Building a place like this has been really good for me because I just want to be in here and creating all the time. The idea for a painting usually comes when I've actually seen an animal in the wild or been bird watching out on the lagoon, and I spend a lot of time painting the image in my head so that when I actually come to do the painting it's actually very, very fast, because with watercolour and the way the technique is, you don't actually have time to change what you're doing on the paper, because once you commit the paint to paper, then that's it. I got into glass about 4 years ago. It had the allure of doing something in a three-dimensional form. The painting actually stopped for a while, and I've actually been doing a lot of stuff on the torch, which has been fantastic. I can't imagine not being an artist. To me, being an artist is not just a career. I think it's a choice, it's a way of living, it's a way of looking at the world.